Assalamu alaikum, welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar's Kitchen, and welcome again to our Ramadan edition. Today we are making one of the Zanzibari traditional bread called MKATE wa sembe, which is basically a cornmeal flour bread, and I'm using masa harinas, about 2 cups, and a cup of granulated sugar, a tablespoon and a half of crushed peppercorns. You can use whole or you can use fine, but I like crushed. And a teaspoon of cardamom powder and a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Some people like to use cumin, so you can use whole cumin or you can use crushed cumin, but I don't like cumin in my bread. And the peppercorns is the base. It may seem that it's a lot. It's actually not a lot. And the peppercorns you're supposed to taste when you eat this bread, okay? And then I'm going to grate a little bit of nutmeg, just a little bit, just for some aromas and a little bit flavor. Then I added 2 cups of water. Just going to mix this well to combine until there are no lumps at all. Now the ratio that I use for making this bread is 1:2:1, which means for each cup of flour, I use 2 cups of water and 1 cup of coconut milk. That's how I remember. So whenever I want to increase or decrease the measurement, I use that formula. All right, so now you can see my batter is nice and smooth, and I'm going to prepare the coconut milk. Now I have coconut cream, as you can see. So I'm going to dilute this to 2 cups so that I can have 2 cups of coconut milk, okay? This is very thick. And yeah, that's it. So 1:2:1. All right, now I'm going to caramelize the sugar. This is half a cup of sugar. You don't need to caramelize it if you don't want to, but I love to have that beautiful brown color. So my sugar is ready, and I turn off the heat. Then I'm going to pour the mixture. Now, as you pour the mixture, because the caramel is hot and the mixture is cold, it's definitely going to solidify. But don't worry about that. Just keep scraping as you're stirring, and when your mixture is getting warm and hot, it is going to be soft and it's going to melt eventually, and you're going to have that beautiful color. All right, so we're just gonna keep stirring on low heat, and this took about 15 minutes. So, because you want to make sure that your masa is well cooked, you don't want to taste or smell the rawness. Okay, so we're just gonna keep stirring just like that on totally low heat. And also, as you can see, my pot has got covered, the handles are covered with aluminum, because I'm going to use the same pot to bake, but you don't have to. You can pour it into any pan that you have and you can bake. Now, as my mixture gets to this thickness, I'm going to add the coconut milk. And of course, now it has formed some lumps. We're going to use the whisk. Oops, I didn't see that when I was cooking. And so the whisk is going to help to melt all the lumps, just like that. And yeah, this bread is very simple. There are so many recipes out there. Just check out whatever works for you. Shuna's Kitchen has done one. Queen Sheba has done one. And yeah, so there you go. And now you'll see the brown color. And some people like to add star anise. So now, as our mixture is getting thicker, please make sure that your oven is ready at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 176 to 180 Celsius. And now I'm going to put my bread in the oven. And this bread baked for about an hour, and then 7 minutes on broil to get that beautiful color. Not golden color, just, you know, those dots, those burnt dots, but you don't have to if you don't want. And our bread is ready. You want to make sure it's completely cool before you serve. Now this bread, you can have it for breakfast, you can have it for tea time, you can also have it as an after meal with some tea. Whatever tea you like. I like to have it with fresh ginger tea. We call it tangawizi. maybe someday I'll share that with you. I know someone has been asking me for that recipe for many, many years. I have not done it for him. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. As always, look at our beautiful bread. You'll find all the ingredients and measurements in the description box below. And I wish you all a wonderful day and a blessed Ramadan. And welcome again to Aroma of Zanzibar.